Yes, say and we'll sort it. For this service is St Pancras.
How you guys feeling? Damn, I feel good. Yeah, no, okay, before anything, let me explain. I'm going to London. I have to go to London today. Something I just can't avoid at all. Whatever for weeks. But yeah, no, so the other day I put up something on my Instagram. I think I want to really do it. Yeah, I shared about potentially speaking about something each day because I'm doing this new thing, and I thought let me challenge myself to just share, just like talk to people, kind of like I used to do with advice and all that stuff before. So I kind of popped the Instagram and I was like, cool. And then what would you guys want me to kind of discuss, stuff like that. And there's quite a lot of like good topical areas and stuff to focus on, and they're really good. And one thing I'm happy about, first of all, is it's been a crazy time trying to grow my audience, because my audience has been really, like, I started this when I was 18. So we've really grown, but like there was a time when I was like really struggling to show people that there's certain things I just don't care about anymore. Like, I'm not going to talk about certain things, it's just not me. That I'm in different places, spaces, I'll have different conversations, I'll have different talks. So like, it's nice first of all to see just some people really want to know about real things. Like I just care about these things, and there's just so much. I think we're at the age where I'm 22, right? So we're at the age where we think we have time, and we do. It's just there's lots of things we actually have to start preparing for, preparing our minds for, preparing our thinking for, preparing our thoughts. Like, we have to start doing. Also, guys, I'm excited to share a book I've been reading. I'm joking, I haven't read it yet, but Relationship Goals. I ordered it. Mike Todd wrote a book about relationship goals, a series that was like super sick. But haven't read it yet. I'm gonna read it when I get a chance to. Looks good. Wise guy. Should be a good book. Should be a good read. But yeah, let's get to today's conversation. What's up, beautiful people? Good morning. Hope you guys are well. So I've shot this video like 1,000 times, and I can't explain to you why. Just because there's specific things I'll explain like on another day, like maybe like a month's time. But I was meant to release this video yesterday, and I didn't release it because what happened? I just there's just something I just couldn't do. So yeah, that's just literally why. So there was a part of it I just couldn't release, just for other reasons and stuff like that. But we're back again. I'm going to talk about the same thing again, and obviously apologize the fact that you didn't get a vlog yesterday. That was the reason why, and I was working as well, so I was busy the whole day. So I wasn't able to really just get to that. But I did shoot a video, and I might include the bits that I can put in of the last video. But essentially, I was effectively answering some of your questions, and funnily enough, I'm on a train right now, so some of the scenes still kind of can continue and work together. So today we're going to be talking about obscurity versus opportunity. The last video was short, talking about obscurity versus opportunity. But however, I went back over the question because I'm doing this whole new thing where you guys send me this stuff and I answer it. I realized that I didn't read the question properly, which changed the answer completely, English language. So I decided to do it all over again. This is why I'm recording again, but this is like the third time or even fourth time. But yes, we're gonna get it right. But the topic we're really talking about is seasons of obscurity versus opportunity. And in looking at the meaning of what a season of obscurity really means, it's a weird word because it's defined really weirdly. It's just about being obscene, hidden. Seasons of being like a seed where nobody sees you and you essentially be the background. And I wanted to kind of talk about that. because I felt like it's beautiful. Because once again, the first answer I gave, trash, because I was trying to assume what they meant. But the Seasons of Obscurity, I get it, and me as a Christian man and as a person, understand this very well. Seasons where you have to simply submit yourself to being subservient, submit yourself to being unknown, submit yourself to being hidden for the purpose of something beautiful, for the purpose of something better. That's something I've had to do for the last 3 years. I've really experienced that, and the person asked me to talk about this, and I think Seasons of Obscurity are really important things. As much as they're hard and stuff, what they do teach you is how to gain and solidify things in private. They teach you about the things that are really you and the things that are not you when you're in situations of pressure. But they're essential for being able to grind and work hard and do what's important and imperative in the private place before bringing that to a private sphere. A lot of people right now, this internet and the public, feel this some sort of subconscious pressure to have to grow naked, or to grow in public, meaning you have to be naked in public. But there's simply aspects of your life that have to be unknown for the very purpose of the fact that it has to be you and you working on that thing, and that you limit all the things that can distract you, limit all the things that can affect you. Effectively, there's a theory called the Hawthorne effect. If you simply were to how to explain it? Hawthorne effect affects a study just like the interview effect, basically. So an interview is asking you questions, and because of the human nature, or the human being there, your answers already have changed. Accuracy to how valid they may actually be, there's potential for that. And we have that in life, where in certain places, sometimes you can't exist as yourself unless you're really private, unless you have those moments where like you're really by yourself. So I think those moments are really key, and we need to go through it. But then I was looking at it from a faith point of view, and I really thought about it. I think it's super to get into to it just really really briefly, which is something I didn't do in the first video. But there's something called the obscurity principle. And there's obviously the principle of being unknown, inconspicuous, unimportant, downgraded, if you will. That a lot of us in our lives will have to literally go through seasons of being downgraded or unimportant, and it's beautiful because when you get into that season of opportunity, what's yours becomes yours. Effectively, for a plant to become a tree, or for a seed to become a tree, it has to first go into a place of seeming unimportance, meaning it has to go into the floor and it has to be in the dark. And a lot of us see our dark right now, or our dark place, our private place, and we think, okay, great, like this is it, like nothing's happening for me. But it's like, no, that's where the real growth is happening. But you have to allow yourself to be sprinkled, be watered, meaning be exposed to the right circumstances that bring forth fruitfulness. And in your seasons of obscurity, so you have to make sure that you're being fruitful even when you're not being seen, because there's a lot of people who know how to respond when they're being watched. To respond, and that's performative. But if you can actually be, then you don't have to worry about looking for. You just simply are full all the time because it's your natural state. But it was a beautiful thing. Even as Christians or people of faith, you're gonna have to learn the lesson of dependence. Where you're gonna have to learn to depend on something greater than yourself. You're gonna have to take a position that, even though you may be capable to do, take a position where you have to depend on something greater. A lot of us don't want to ask for help, but it's important that we ask for help. I'm saying, even the fact that God prefers to use like the bruised and humbled person to accomplish his work. It's not so much about the glamour or spectacle, it's about the person who is really of good heart, good spirit, and of a humble character. And effectively, and I love the way, I was reading about it, and it says, let's come to an end of ourselves and learn that there are moments where God simply puts us through where we have to contour ourselves to the end of ourselves, so we are emptied, and simply just filled up. I think that's beautiful. That's one thing that season of obscurity will teach you. A season of when it seems like you don't have everything, it will teach you to depend. It will teach you to simply be emptied and then be refilled in the right way, if you're in the right environment. And also you have to look at things like humility. It teaches you how to be humble. It teaches you how to value reward. How can one be trusted with 1,000 when you can't even handle one? It's like most of the rewards you're going to go through in your life are not going to really come in that public place. They're going to come in a private place first. Or we have to be able to prepare in practice, you know, the way he played in public. Michael Jordan, the reason he was great is because in practice he was exactly the same as the game, or even worse, you know. And who he was in private was who he was in public. You know, a lot of us need to learn how to exist in one heart. A lot of us are finding ourselves trying to be different people around different people. It's like if you can be yourself around everybody, then you influence everybody around you. Then the season of obscurity teaches you how to be adaptable. That, for example, me, I learned my photography, I learned my art, I learned my creativity by simply being in positions where people have great control over what I have to do, but then I get creative with what they've asked me to do, and it teaches me how to get things done as you learn. The season of obscurity, and I think a season of obscurity is directly linked to your season of opportunity. You know, as for me, like, you know, my belief is that nothing goes unturned, no stone goes unturned. Like, God sees your investments, and I say investments because they're just not going into the atmosphere. It's all His. You know, you be good things happen to you. You know, like, I can give you like a personal testimony of the fact that where I am today, the last time I applied for a job was when I was like 18. I don't have the most privileges. I don't come from the best, like any special family or something. No. I was a person that put my head down and loved people and worked with people and helped people, and I was given something and I did it as if it was mine, and I gave it back to the person as if it was as it was theirs. And I did things in the fullness of why I did them. I did things in a good way. I did things well. Do things for good people. If you do good things, it's the most selfish thing you can do, because you help somebody, you love somebody. Effectively, they see that and they feel indebted to you. Because, if like, think about this, like, if I live in a community, in a house, and I need a babysitter for my child and we're about to go out, there's two things. Some would pick the most skilled babysitter, but some would probably pick the person in the neighborhood that they trust. That's it. In our lives, if we can build good relationships, we can be good with people, you know, opportunity comes not because we may be the most skilled, but because we're the one that somebody can trust, can get things done to the best of their abilities, or at least be honest about it. And, you know, in a lot of our communities, we will rather trust a neighbor who we know has the same circumstances as us, lives on the same road, than hire the most skilled babysitter, because our baby needs to be protected by somebody we first trust, not about the skill, but first trust. You know, and those special occasions, those special things, ideas, dreams should be protected by people you trust. And thus, I was the person people have employed to bring things to life that are special to them. So it's imperative. It's a beautiful thing, really, really beautiful thing. And yeah, seasons of obscurity will make up for the seasons of opportunity for sure. I promise you. We can talk about this more. I'm gonna probably write about it. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing. But it took me 3 days to get this done. I'm so sorry, guys. Or 2 days to get this done. Or 4 takes to get this done. But yeah. Do good things, and good things will happen to you. I promise you. People will represent you.